Right now, someone in your life is reading you, not your words. They're reading your pauses, the way you look away when lying, how your voice rises when you're unsure. They're building a blueprint of your weaknesses, and you don't even know it's happening. Most people will never see this, but once you learn what I'm about to show you, you'll never be readable again. You'll become what Machiavelli called the necessary evil, someone they can't decode, can't manipulate, can't destroy. But first, understand why this matters. Every emotional reaction you show is intelligence they gather. Every explanation you give is ammunition they store. In the next 10 seconds, I'll reveal the first tactic that changes everything. The one Machiavelli discovered, but never published. Because once you understand it, you become something different, something most people fear. The first tactic is called the empty mirror test. Here's what they do. They compliment you while watching your micro-expressions. Real admiration relaxes the entire face. But hunters, their eyes stay sharp while their mouth smiles. They're not connecting. They're collecting. Tomorrow, when someone compliments you, do this. Say nothing. Just nod. Hold eye contact 2 beats longer than comfortable. Count 3 full seconds of silence. Watch their face change. That micro-panic, that's them realizing their weapon didn't work. Comment watching if someone specific just came to mind. Someone who's been reading you like this. Don't name them, just let them know you see the game now. But this is only half the story. The darker truth is you've been programmed to be readable. Every time you over-explain, every nervous laugh, every sorry when you haven't done anything wrong, you're broadcasting weakness, and predators are taking notes. After this next tactic, you won't be able to pretend anymore. The comfortable lie dies here. The second tactic is the withdrawal gambit. Everyone feeds on your energy differently. Some need your validation, others need your reaction, your availability. Watch what happens when you strategically starve them. Start small. Take 20% longer to respond to texts, not days, just in hours. Lower your voice when others raise theirs. End conversations mid-sentence. Actually, never mind. Leave while they're still talking. Enter rooms 5 seconds after arriving at the door. Within 48 hours, they reveal themselves. Double texts. Are you okay? Did I do something? This tells you everything. They weren't connecting with you. They were feeding on you. But here's where it gets dark. The hungrier they get, the more desperate their tactics become. Hold that thought. Because what comes next changes everything about how you see human connection. You think people want to know you. They don't. They want to know they affect you. Once you stop being affected, you stop being food. And predators don't waste time on empty plates. This feels wrong because you've been trained to be nutritious, available, readable, warm. But warmth without boundaries is just another word for prey. And you're done being hunted. Comment untouchable if you're ready to practice this tomorrow. But warning, once you use it, there's no going back to being readable. The third tactic will make you angry at yourself. It's called psychological gravity. Right now, you lean forward when you talk. Fill silences, chase approval without realizing it. This makes you light, disposable, forgettable. Touch your jaw when they lie. They'll think you know something. Turn your body away while maintaining eye contact. Let them see you notice something, then say nothing. These micro behaviors create psychological gravity. You become the center others orbit around. But most people can't do this. Want to know why? The real question isn't why. It's who benefits from you staying small, staying readable, staying light. Jung discovered something about this he tried to bury. The person comfortable with silence controls everything. Because silence makes people confess. They fill it with fears, needs, truth. While you say nothing, they reveal everything. This is where most people stop watching. They're not ready to become this, but you're different, or you wouldn't still be here. If this scares you, good. Power should feel dangerous. You're crossing a line most people never approach. The line between being human and being untouchable. Comment your age if you wish you'd known this sooner. Let's see how many years we've wasted being readable. The fourth tactic is why they'll start to fear you. The strategic ghost protocol. Machiavelli said it's better to be feared than loved. He was wrong. It's better to be neither. To be formless, unpredictable, a question mark they can't solve. Here's your new blueprint. Be inconsistently available. Sometimes instant responses. Sometimes nothing for hours. Break their pattern recognition. Make your presence felt through absence. When you return, act like nothing happened. No explanations, no excuses. Create strategic voids in conversations. When they expect you most, vanish. Not rudely, just gone. Your absence should feel heavier than most people's presence. Make your attention so rare it becomes currency. The manipulation. When someone asks where you were, smile slightly. Say around. Nothing more. Plant the seed that you have options they don't know about. Lives they can't access. Power they can't measure. Remember this feeling. You'll need it for what comes next. The part that separates those who want power from those who become it. You're not broken. You are surviving, but survival mode is over. It's time to become the predator you were meant to be. The fifth and final tactic changes you permanently. Once you master this, there's no going back. It's called the void principle. Stop being a person, become a presence. But an empty space others project their fears onto. When someone tries to trigger you, become nothing, not angry nothing, just absent, like their words are passing through space. Your body is there, but you're not. Smile with your mouth, not your eyes. When they test you, show them reflection without reaction. They'll escalate, get louder, more desperate. The emptier you become, the more they reveal their entire playbook. It's like watching someone fight their own shadow, exhausting themselves against your absence. This works because of something Freud discovered but couldn't publish. Humans project their unconscious onto blank screens. Become that screen. Don't mirror their actions, mirror their void. Show them the emptiness they're trying to fill with your reaction. Practice this tomorrow. When someone gossips, stare through them. Not at them, through, like you're watching something more interesting behind their head. Count to 5. Say anyway. Change topics. Watch their reality crack. They called you difficult because you stopped being convenient. They fear your silence because they can't control it. You're not becoming evil. You're just done being prey. Comment ghost. If you're about to strategically disappear on someone, they won't see it coming. The unreadable ones never announce their exits. But here's what I haven't told you. These aren't just tactics. They're stages of transformation. Each one kills a part of your old self. The people pleaser dies with the empty mirror. The approval seeker dies with withdrawal. The explainer dies with psychological gravity. The available one dies with strategic ghosting. And finally, the readable you dies with the void. The discomfort you feel? That's your old self dying. The guilt about protecting yourself? That's programming being deleted. This knowledge comes with a cost. You'll never have an innocent conversation again. If you felt your stomach drop, if you're seeing conversations differently already, hit subscribe, because what's coming next week will make this feel gentle. Jung's shadow tactics aren't for everyone. Only those ready to meet the parts of themselves they've been hiding. Power isn't loud. It's the person everyone watches when no one's looking. Kindness without boundaries is just prey with extra steps. Your silences should feel like a presence, not an absence. Here's your final test. Tomorrow, 3 people will try to read you. The cashier asking how your day is. The coworker fishing for gossip. The friend needing emotional supply. Give them nothing, not rudely, just nothing. Functional words only. Watch them malfunction. Yes, some people will hate the new you. They love the old you because you were useful, predictable, controllable. Your transformation threatens their food supply. Comment, I'm becoming cold if you're done being everyone's emotional restaurant. Let's see who's really ready to transform. But you're not becoming heartless. You're becoming strategic. Cold people feel nothing. Strategic people feel everything, but show only what serves them. Feel everything, show nothing, use what you must. The game was always rigged. You were taught that love meant being open, that kindness meant being available, that strength meant explaining yourself. Lies. All lies, told by people who profit from your readability. True power begins when nothing they say can reach your nerves, when their opinions become background noise, when their approval becomes irrelevant. You're not building walls. You're becoming the void walls can't contain. This is your initiation into an ancient understanding, one that powerful families pass down, one that CEOs discover, one that survivors know. The world doesn't reward the good, it rewards the unreadable. You can't unlearn this. Every interaction is different now. You'll see the strings, feel the attempts, recognize the patterns, and you'll smile, because they can't touch what they can't read. Next week, I reveal Jung's shadow integration protocol, the technique that makes these tactics look like mercy, how to weaponize the parts of yourself you've been hiding, how to become what they fear most, someone who knows their own darkness and isn't afraid to use it. The choice was never between destroying them or being destroyed. The choice was between playing their game or transcending it entirely. You chose correctly. Now live accordingly. You're different now. You can feel it. Subscribe and join thousands who chose power over comfort. We don't go back. Tomorrow, someone will test the old you. They'll push buttons that used to work, use words that used to trigger, play games that used to win, and they'll find nothing. No reaction, no explanation, no readable patterns, just empty space where their target used to be. That feeling in your chest, that's not anxiety, that's power being born. The old you would have called it cold, the new you calls it freedom. You wanted to stop being destroyed, but destruction was never the threat. The threat was staying soft in a world that eats softness for breakfast, staying warm for people who use warmth as currency, staying readable in a game that rewards mystery. Machiavelli's last secret wasn't about being feared or loved. It was about becoming necessary by being unnecessary. Needed by none, available to few, impossible to decode, impossible to destroy. Type free if you just gave yourself permission to disappoint people who need you weak. If you're ready to be someone they tell stories about, someone they can't figure out, someone they can't forget. The transformation is complete. You're not who you were 20 minutes ago. That person is gone. What remains is someone who sees the game, knows the rules, and chooses not to play. Welcome to the other side, where manipulation bounces off emptiness, where emotional weapons hit nothing, where you don't destroy them. You simply become indestructible. Use this wisely, or don't use it at all. Just know that knowing changes everything. You're not practicing power anymore. You're becoming it, and that terrifies them more than any destruction ever could, because now you're unreadable, unpredictable, untouchable, everything they were, everything they used against you. Now it's yours. The game continues, but you've already won by refusing to play, by becoming nothing, by transforming into the one thing they never prepared for. Someone who can't be destroyed because there's nothing left to destroy. Only space, only void, only power. This is who you are now. Act accordingly.